Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy UC704 bringing you guys a mini scheme. Now, you can run these plays in this order or whatever, or you could just start out the game in this little mini scheme and mix the other plays in. That's going to be in the description. So check the description for the other 3 plays that's in the Wizards playbook and mix these things in. Come to scrimmage, go in quick rank, go in any mode and just practice, repetition, because it's all about execution. No matter what your opponent know, it's about you executing the play. Don't matter. Run it over and over. It's about execution. So the first play is in the Wizards playbook on pick and roll, ball handler, like kind of to, I think it's side. And if you play with a different team, just set that up and this play will be on the first page. So as you can see, these plays are right on the first page. But if you're going to play with the Wizards by default, these plays are already on the first page. So you see fish side 91, a quick striking play kind of to open the game up to catch your opponent slipping. Right here, if they don't hedge correctly, this would be almost an automatic basket, because if they don't hedge correctly, if you have a fast guard like John Wall, Reggie Jackson, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, it's a nice team to run this Wizards playbook with a fast guard, and you want a wing player that can shoot. So here we go. They don't hedge right and they come up slow. You have 2 options right here. You will either hit Markieff Morris or you will go all the way with John Wall to the basket. Cut your center to the basket if you don't have a stretch 5 by hitting Y, triangle with PS4. That's how you cut guys to the basket. Make sure you're holding the left trigger, the left stick in that play direction you want to cut, and he will cut to the basket. If you play with the Cavs or the early Mavs with Rafe LaFrance and those guys, this play would be money because that guy will be standing wide open in the corner. As you can see, I'm strafing. And how to strafe? Left trigger, right trigger with the left stick moving back and forth. PS4, L2, R2, left stick moving back and forth. If you want to burst out, let go of L2, let go of left trigger while continuing to hold your left stick in that in any direction with turbo. You will burst out with the turbo. So right here, you see I mixed in the horns, fist 91. And once you do that, now you got them really guessing because they're going to be worried about it. They're going to start playing off ball and trying to adjust to it. That's when you switch it in. So run the play 2 times back to back and switch in another play. Go right back to that play again to keep them guessing and keep them off guard. So here we go. We go right back to the play. If they hedge, you see Jared Dudley will be open with the drop. Gortat will be open in the corner. If J.R. Smith want to come down to double, that will leave Bradley Beal. That's a foul in game. And you just get your center and go down one-on-one, mano-a-mano with the ground and pound center. Just go straight to the basket. Nasty. So if they're playing zone, your power, they're going to put your stretch 4 in the corner if they're playing zone. Any type of zone, that's going to be wide open. And most everybody play a 3-2. 3-2 is very easy to beat in this game. All zone is really easy to beat. Really easy to beat. So, like I said, you want to strafe, L2, R2, left trigger, right trigger with your left stick, just going off these screens, let go of left trigger when you want to burst out with that turbo. And if you're playing Golden State, I'm taking that shot because it's going to be open. They're going to start trying to cheat off, and when they start cheating off, that's when you make them pay. So let's move on to the next play, execution. Go to your plays. If you want to go to another play, another team, you want to use this play I'm going to show you with another team, go in, set any player you want, your 3-point player. Just set 3-point as his number 1 priority and take everything else off, and these plays will be on the first page. The first page. As long as they show up on the first page, you're doing something right. Make sure you know your personnel. Put players in that you know that can execute correctly with the play you're trying to run. Also have your court spacing correct. Pace, make the play start a lot quicker. And as you can see, you want your play vision and all that stuff on. That's why I show that in the options. So quick hawk 2, another play, kind of occupy the shot clock. Once you go up, get a lead, or you want to play slow, you're playing a guy that's bomb rushing constantly and you kind of got a nice little lead on him. You want to eat some clock. You don't want to score really fast on players like that. You want to keep those type of guys guessing. As you can see, this play right here, this back option will be open almost like 90% of the time. This will be open. So like I said, if you're playing with the Thunder, set your play up the priority for 3-point. Kevin Durant will come off this. Anthony Morrow. If you're playing with Golden State, Klay Thompson, you got Steph Curry, whoever, they will be wide open off this back screen. So don't let these missed shots get you discouraged, because in practice mode, they drop your 3-point slider playing against the CPU on Hall of Fame simulation anyway. So don't let that get you discouraged. So, it's all about repetition. Just come in and run this stuff till it's second nature. So when you're playing offline, you don't even need play vision because it's second nature. You know it in the back of your head. So we're going to run it again. Now, like I said, mix these plays in. I'm just running it back to back to show you how effective it is. I'm just showing you how effective it is because you can take that with John Wall. And sometimes Markieff Morris will be open in that dive down to the paint. So don't forget that. There we go again, just running it over. This play right here is really good. You can start the game out in this play. I'm not even going to lie. You don't have to quick strike. You can start the game on this play if you're playing the Cavaliers or the Thunder and guys want to quick strike. Just run it turbo the whole game. Run this play first and just to eat the clock. The worst thing you could do to a player that love to play fast is play slow. So as you can see, that first loop, sometime Bradley Beal will be open. So be watching that. Be watching that first loop right there. You see that? Sometimes he could be open off that first loop. And right there, Markieff Morris is open. So you're running loops. You're just looping guys, looping them. And Bradley Beal get open again. And like I said, Hall of Fame sim, they're not going to let you beat the computer too bad. They're going to make you start missing open threes. Like I said, that first loop, Bradley Beal is kind of open. So if they're playing any type of off ball, he's going to be open. So just remember that. Markieff Morris, if they try to hedge anything like that, that screen, Markieff Morris will be wide open going to the basket. Just watch, guys. And here we go again. Bradley Beal open. That'll drop. That'll be a foul that's going to drop in game. Like I said, you set this up for Kevin Durant. It's almost like cheating, man. Playing with the Thunder and using the Wizards playbook is almost like cheating because Fitzhorn's 91 is really hard to stop when you're playing with the Thunder. And we're not even talking about that play. That will be in the description, so make sure you check that out. And right here, we just repetition, running the same thing over and over, running it over and over till it's stuck in your head. You want to make trial and error, make mistakes, find out what works and what don't work. So now they're double teaming, they come up. You see Markieff Morris is open. You want to hit Markieff Morris over right there. It's all about reads. You want to make the correct read, but I'm so greedy for the three, I still shot the three. Just keep that in mind. Give 35 fists is one of those plays is just nasty. Right here, I'm going to make J.R. Smith run into me. Boom, cut your guy straight to the basket. Like I said, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, set this up for a three-point. This is a three-point play. And also have mid-range in there so you can run the other play that's in the description as well. You'll see that Quick Horns Fist 91 will be in there if you put mid-range. So right here, boom, J.R. Smith touches my guy, hand check me. That means Bradley Beal will be wide open. If the paint is congested, which it will when people start catching on to what you're doing, they're going to catch on to this play. You want to mix this play in every now and then. After you run those other two plays, mix this one in here. Room. Right here when you get here, you want to hold wide, PS4, hold triangle. You will cut him to the basket. Make sure it's kind of pointing in the direction. Broadcast cam, it's kind of tricky getting that cut to the basket because you'll cut the wrong guy. So make sure you're on 2K cam to get that cut perfect. So right here again with John Wall, just in strafe mode, turn it left with my right stick. Boom. Right here, wide open. Once they congest the paint, look at that. You will have Jared Dudley in the corner, wide open for a three, keeping guys guessing all game. They're going to try to stop that cut to the basket. And when they do, kick it to the wing. The wing will be wide open. Boom, again, catch him. Right here, I just forced it. You don't have to force it like that, like trial and error. I just want to show you some of my errors that I'm making. Once you make errors, you will see. Just go in and mess up. You want to make mistakes so you'll know when it'll work and when it won't work. So right here again, J.R. Smith hand checks me. I cut right to the basket. When you're in post-up mode, they just go into like kind of hand check. It's kind of like a little trick you do. They'll hand check your guy, and that will leave your guy wide open and cut to the basket. And it's just nasty. Like I said, cut guys to the basket, just hold wide or triangle, and then cut them. In 2K cam, it works better, a lot better. And with Melo or Durant or LeBron, this play is just brutal, man. Brutal. So you can see I went and ran the other play now. So right here, just mix in plays. You see now I'm going to keep them guessing, come back from a timeout and look wide open. Just can't knock down the shot in and out. Like I said in practice mode, they nerfed the three-pointer. Once you start almost beating the computer, they'll just start making your dudes three-point rating drop to like a 70. So don't let that get you discouraged, man. Continue to run it. Know everybody's shot. What I look at when I shoot is the elbow. I look at the elbow. So right here again, you see that'll be open most of the time in game. And when you catch it, trying to go in post-up mode so you can go up with it, that option will be open a lot right there. You see Markieff Morris, when he come down like that, you just drop it down to the paint. That was a foul, so you be shooting free throws. Just nasty, man. Nasty offense. Just mix this stuff in all throughout the game. These shots aren't falling, but don't get it twisted. This stuff works in game. Once you know your team, it's even nasty. And like you can run this with any team in the game. It don't matter. This Wizards playbook is universal. They're again just running it back to back. If you go in a game and run this back to back, you will be like, man, I can't believe you just start blowing the computer out, beating the computer on Hall of Fame sim in regular games because they'll start calling foul and whatnot on plays. And they're switching up. They're adapting to the play, putting LeBron on guys. It don't even matter. Don't worry about this defense possession because we really don't care. I'm just trying to get them to shoot the basketball. So we're going to go again and run, give 35 fists. And find guys. Just find it. Once you see, execute it. You come down. Cut him to the basket. You see Kyrie, check me. You don't even have to cut him to the basket. Run the full play. This is what it looked like when you run a full play. You get that pick and roll, that high pick and roll, that elbow pick and roll. He will just dive down to the basket. Just make him pay with Gortat. Keep guys guessing. Always on the hill. Don't run the same thing too much. Don't get like complacent. Keep running the same thing. because guys will catch on. And like I said, look in the description for Horns Fist 91. The Loop 24 play will be in the description as well. You want to run that one. That was on broadcast cam, so don't think that play is not effective. That's when I was playing on broadcast, but 2K is 10 times better than broadcast this year due to transition defense is just horrible. So we're going quick hawk 2. Now, like I said, right here, that Bradley Beal will be open. He was open right there. Like, I'm just mixing in plays now, just mixing it up, keeping guys. And this, like I said, you really don't believe me, but he will be open almost every single time on that back screen. It's scary how much he'll be open. So run that with your best team, your best player, your best shooter. That quick hawk 2, you want to run with your best shooter. Now we're just playing with him. Went right back. Guess what? Run the first play that I showed you in the video in the fist side 91. Just keeping guys guessing all game. Even got the CPU guessing. Once you get Hall of Fame Sim CPU guessing, running on a human, it's 10 times easier. You would feel like Superman playing against the CPU on Hall of Fame Sim and then go play a human and play now when it's 3-point shooting is way easier. So that's my time, UC 704, man. Just execution, these plays, everything will be in the description. So go check it out. I will have priorities and how to set it up and everything in the description. If you forget, just watch the video multiple times. Here we go again. Bam. Multiple things will open up. My time. I'm out, man. Peace.